Alright, what's up YouTube? So today I'm gonna be installing the engine and the rear end today. So as far as the rear end, I'm gonna get that in first, along with the gas filler neck, so I can have everything back here pretty much done. Yeah, y'all, so I'm gonna be trying to get this shit organized so I can get the rear end and fucking installed, bro. All right, y'all, so I mean, that wasn't hard. This clips into an OEM spot. Don't do that, don't fucking follow me. It's like I gotta bend it some more, because when I was moving them over here, maybe it got bent out of place, or I don't know. As soon as that bolt get on that motherfucker, it's gonna stay. Yeah, but so let me lug it back here, because it is ready to go up. I don't have to do anything else back here besides plug in the differential, the exhaust, and that's it. And I gotta figure out which jack I'm gonna use to get it to lift it, because I did not think about that yesterday. So I might use the small jack to get it up and trying to get this project over with. But I won't be able to install the engine like straight away, because I gotta drill out this bitch ass screw, bro, and that's gonna take like a few hours to drill it out, so I can put the other subframe bolt in. So just that's the only real hiccup that I've had, guys, while doing this swap, is that subframe bolt broke on me. And again, my car is a 2006, and it has seen pretty rough times as far as like rust wise and all that. So just keep in mind, if you're doing an older car and your car has like a lot of rust, like on your wheel wells, or because there's cars that's way worse than mine, and they look like they've been on the farm or some shit. But if your car it looks like that and you're trying to do a swap on it, I wouldn't recommend it, just because of the rust and the likelihood of those subframe bolts being rusted out and seized in the frame. So like, look, it was so seized in here, guys, that there's not even a crease that can tell that there was a screw right there. Like, yeah, y'all will see it from right here, and that's not even a screw, that's just the hole for it. But this was so bad. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do that. That's gonna take a few hours, and then literally put the engine in afterwards, and that'll be later this evening. So I also, guys, I left some stuff in the Challenger, so I'll have to go back and get stuff from the Challenger that's for the swap, such as like, I have put stuff on the inside, like the windshield wiper motor and a few of the other things. So I'll have to visit the Challenger, take a visit to the Challenger, either after I pack up tonight or tomorrow morning. So I'll catch you guys in a bit after I bring this rear end back here. All right, y'all, quick thing. When you're working on the Hellcat or something with a ZF, or not ZF, when you're working on something with a Getrag LSD, as far as one of these Hellcats or Scat Packs, this is way heavier than this entire rear end, bro. Like, this rear end setup is way heavier than this rear end. I can also see where the new weight is coming, or the extra weight is coming from on these newer cars, but this is way lighter than this. Like, even look at the spindles, like how big the spindles are, and look how thick the spindles are versus these. You see? So all that stuff factors in on weight, y'all. These are heavy. This whole subframe assembly is heavy. So just be aware of that. So y'all, what's up? as y'all can see, I got a lot-ish done. The only reason I say ish is because it's getting later in the day than I expected it to be by the time I finish with this. But as y'all can see, I got the strut bolts in. I just gotta leave the subframe bolts started, and then I'm gonna move all of these jacks. I got the ATV jack right there. Then I got this jack here. I was using this jack at first to get the front where I wanted it. I still can use it. But once I get a bolt started here and then a bolt started in that corner, then I'll be golden. And before I do so, I have to hook up my emergency brake cable. I wish I did that while it was on the ground, but I forgot. Completely forgot about it. So, I mean, yeah, man, it's coming along. It's coming along. I'm getting closer and closer to the final time or the final bolts, I guess you could say. I gotta mount this up. This can use factory hole locations, and then this is just the 10 millimeters, two 10 millimeter screws or nuts. Just take this out. Make sure you take this out for the wheel well liner, because this is currently kind of in the way. You could probably just get away with, nah, it's in the way. So make sure you get a trim tool, pop them out if they didn't come out with the liner, because they're supposed to be 4 here, but one of them came out with the liner and the other two just stayed. So I had to get my trim tool for that. But I did grab one of the diff bolt or the subframe bolts to try and thread it through, because it's at the hole right now, but look, as y'all can see, it's not close enough to get a thread on. So I gotta jack it up more on this side. I'm getting anxious, man. I am gonna test. Actually, I could put the wheel on right now to see how it looks if it's bent. So let me get a wheel on real quick and see how this bad boy looking, because this is the one that got fixed. So is it? Yeah, passenger side. Yep, this is the one that got fixed. So let me get a wheel real quick, guys, and just see how it looks. It doesn't look bent at all no more, but let's see how it looks. All right, y'all, so it's probably about 40 minutes later since I last showed you guys anything. Everything's bolted up, everything's plugged in. The only thing I'm working on right now is finding my copper gaskets so I can put the brake lines on. As y'all can see, that's literally the only thing I gotta connect back here left, and then I can plug in the harness right there to the front or to the rear subframe harness. So that's what I'm working on right now. So you can't use your filler neck from the 300. Well, I couldn't, because I think on the newer gas tanks it is further inward, because the gas tank does not have a Challenger only code. It says LX something on it. But if they do, then if you have a Charger donor, it'll be different. But if they don't and they're all the same, then you'll need the filler neck from the Challenger. From the Charger, or the Challenger, whichever one you're using as a donor car. But only issue is, yeah, the close, but you'll have to cut this down. So once you cut this down, you'll have to then you'll be able to put the, I think it's up here. No, it's not up here. Where the hell is it at? You'll be able to put the fuel tank cap on it. But for now, I don't have a fuel tank cap until I cut this down. I probably can actually make a custom solution for this. Yeah, I could probably make something custom, completely custom for that, to be a cap for my gas tank or my filler neck. But everything is up in the rear, man. I can really let the jack down because there's nothing else that needs to be bolted up. Everything is in, and I'm just right now I'm checking things over. I just plugged everything up and got everything over here. So with this, you'll be able to use the OEM spot, but you won't be able to retain one of these studs. You'll be able to use one unless you cut off that other bracket and weld it on. Some of the pop-ins fit on OEM spots, like this one here, this one here. This one, I don't even know if this was an OEM pop-it location, but that's what it is. And then these two don't have one. I bolted this up. I tried to take this one out, but then the head started folding in. This is up by kind of like force. It's not going anywhere, but it's also in there kind of like just forcefully, because like I can make something for this to work, but it's also not going anywhere. So I'll make me a custom bracket for this. I'll 3D print me a bracket and make something work for this to, I guess, connect from here to like here. This ultimately I really want to delete this, but I'll have to like make something custom in the meantime. And then on top of that, it will be behind the wheel liner. So once you put the wheel liner up and like pop it in everywhere, this won't go anywhere. So something to note. That's really the only thing to note. And I believe this only goes for this body style. I don't think this goes for any other I don't think this goes for 2011 cars through 23. It definitely doesn't go through. This definitely does not apply to 2015 and up cars, but I'm pretty sure 2011 through 2014 cars are the same. So this is only an issue on 2005 through 2010 cars. But everything else is in, and let me get the brakes and stuff the brake lines on, and I'll get back to you guys when I start messing with the engine. So really quick, guys, I know I didn't finish talking about the bumper retrofitting yesterday. So I've doing a little experimentation, and I think that'll have to be more so right here. Yep, more so right here. So the way these are attached on the new cars bumpers is just double-sided tape. So literally all I gotta do is clean my bumper on the inside and form it probably just like right there. It won't be able to fully get on there, but as far as like that, because the bumper's on this curve different on the Challenger, but that's gonna have to change. And then you're gonna have to take off these plastic welds for the old bumper holes, and the sensor size is the same, but you're gonna have to retain the ring from the 300. So this like rubber ring right here, gonna have to retain that and put that, take these ones off of the Challenger. Try to do this with one hand. Take these off and fit these on. As you can see, it just fits directly on. And then I am taking off the plastic welds for these on the Challenger bumper. And then what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to get a JB weld or some epoxy or something like that to get this to stay on to your old bumper. So they're very easy to retrofit this. As far as the lights go, you're gonna have to make a custom solution. It's literally just two prongs to light. So you can figure that out easy. Everything else so simple, guys. So I will work on that more in a bit, but I am about to tackle the engine, man. So hopefully everything goes to plan while taking this engine out, or lifting the engine up and then trying to get it on the subframe. But other than that, guys, I'll catch you guys in a bit. All right, y'all. So it only took me a few minutes to do this, but I fit this on. As you can see, this ain't going nowhere now. I drilled one hole right here for the push pin. I drilled one right here for a push pin. Since I'm using a Challenger crash bar anyway, I figured I'm not gonna do too much to this one. But I also took off my SRTA badge. That took me a few seconds. I gotta get a eraser wheel and get the rest of this off. And I am gonna work on this as far as like doing the plastic welding stuff in the house later. I gotta clean my bumper really good before I do so. And I gotta go buy some double-sided tape anyway. So tomorrow I bring it back out, and it'll be ready to plug in and go on. So hopefully whoever has a Challenger or whoever's trying to buy this bumper, they have their bumper still, so they can retain that and then the plastic weld stuff. If not, I don't even care. I'll listen on eBay. But yeah, guys, so before I even mess with the engine, I have to I'm debating whether I should drill the screw out first or put it on there first. So once I drill the screw out, either way, it's gonna be one step either way. After I put it on there, then I have to drill the screw out. If I drill the screw out, then I'm gonna have to put it on there. So should I do this right now or do that right now? Either or is not fun. This one is a two-person job really, because the way the engine's lifting, it's like it's not lifting in the right way, so the transmission is just staying on the ground. I might be able to lift it a little bit more back this way and like let go of the motor mounts. That might be what I do. Yeah, that might be exactly how I do it. So I'm gonna figure this out first. It should be relatively easy. And then after that, I'm going to drill that hole out, man. So maybe today the engine won't be able to go into the car, but we're damn sure close. Like literally after I put the engine in the car, there will be nothing else, guys. There will be the drive shaft, and that's it. As far as to enjoy the car right now. So there's also a Charger body harness on eBay, but it's a 2018, and I'm trying to do my research to see if all the plugs are the same, because for instance, like the fuel pump, I don't know if the fuel pump is the same plug, and I don't want to have to force anything to work. If it does work, then I'll be able to buy that Charger harness, and then I'll be able to buy that Charger harness and then swap out the Challenger harness in the car. So, and it's the same seller I bought the drive shaft from. So I'll get back to you guys. I gotta go get something to drink. It's hot as hell outside, Let me give you something to drink real quick. And I seen what one of you guys said as far as the self-tappers aren't usually good for car body grounds. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to route these to fit or to reach to this, because this is a ground location. As y'all see, I left the purple or the rust shit on there, so I gotta clean this. But if I'm able to get these all to reach, then I won't have a problem. And then there's another ground somewhere, yeah, right here, and then I might be able to use that bolt location down there. Either or, those are small problems. Besides, like this screw is gonna be a big problem. So, let me get to it. All right, y'all. So, bam, we got this bad boy out. So I drilled in a little bit, and then I got a Phillips screwdriver and started hammering it. And I realized that from up top, you can move this. So I bent there's like clips on this that this slides into, that this little washer or this nut slides into. I bent them up and I hammered it out, and it came clean out from the top. Came clean out from right here. So we're gonna have to replace this with like a lock washer and a different nut. Gotta go to Menards and find the right size that fits the subframe bolts. But as y'all can see, this thing was ate away, dude. I possibly could save this. I don't think so. Like, this is fucked. I could most likely use the one from the Challenger, because these are they literally slide. So like, the reason I found that out is because I was messing with this one. So like, you could literally move it side to side. So I might be able to take the one off the Challenger and then replace this. If not, I was just really gonna get a lock washer and a nut that fits the subframe bolts. So glad this is over with. Get that sucker out of there. And now that's the last step, guys. That is the last step. So let me start putting this motor on to this new subframe. So as you guys can see, I got the motor in the air. My dad's gonna help me lift the back, and I gotta move this, but he's gonna help me lift the back up while I'm jacking it up, and I gotta ultimately push this under this. So it's definitely gonna be a little difficult, just because that is gonna hit with this. So I'm gonna have to lift it on each side to get it to clear this. So can't wait, man. It's almost like almost there. And then I'm going to have to really, I don't even gotta do nothing else under here as far as like while the engine's out. When I connect it, I gotta connect this. I gotta make sure I connect that. So y'all, that bolt for this is also in the Challenger. I screwed it to one of these so I didn't lose it, and I forgot to take it off when the car was towed. So I don't have anything here to really, it's just gonna have to be just slid in there for right now. I hate that this stuff is all dusty, man. All this dust, bro. But yeah, y'all, so I don't think I'll be able to get the engine inside the car today, unless we'll really be able to push for it. Then I can, because really when it's on those 3 dollies, bro, it's easy to roll. It is just really heavy. But once I get it in the engine bay compartment area, like this, just once I get it right here in this general area, then I'll be able to rehook up the motor hoist, And then once I get these strut bolts started, these are gonna be the first ones that can reach. Then I'll be able to jack it up and use a jack under it. So let me know also, guys, a ultimate solution for the oil cooler. I'm thinking about going with aftermarket lines and getting an aftermarket cooler, because I am not interested in spending $800 for a small ass radiator when I can get an aftermarket solution that is way cheaper and it's way better performing. I do still need to find that shroud though, because I do want to still use the shroud, OEM shroud, because just like I have the OEM shroud for the supercharger cooler, and I am ordering a aftermarket solution for that, because again, guys, I can't even find them online for $3 anything anymore. Now all I'm seeing them for is about like $600 to $700, and then for the oil cooler I don't see anything under $700, $800. So you gotta pay to play with this Hellcat stuff, bro. Like, it's not cheap at all. So where's all this stuff unplugged from? This is from intake. What else? This plugs in from the harness and the engine bay. PCM. This is that ground I was talking about. This is for the starter, I think. Or no, this is just the engine ground, period. It goes right there. But this is important. The engine grounds are very important. But we're gonna have to like have this kind of like this, so it doesn't destroy itself when we lift it up into the engine bay. What else? Nothing else got to get plugged in. It's just really hoses and stuff. We got this hose, that hose. In total, there are, let me see. We got the refrigerant lines, the 2 hoses, and then we got to reconnect this hose. And then there is, this hose, this, that is all on this. So both of these go to the heater core. This goes to the top of the coolant, reservoir. Let me lift this up. And then this goes to, where does this one go to? This goes to the, oh, wait. What the hell? Oh, this one goes to the supercharger cooler pump, and that's also at the Challenger. I completely forgot about that too. So we got a few things that we got to go grab from the Challenger, but ultimately this got to go up too, because we don't want that to fuck up while we put this engine in. All right, y'all, as y'all can see, got it on the subframe. Now this was not easy, just because for one, the engine is heavy. I mean, it's easy, but it's not easy, because you gotta have 2 people ready for this, unless you got some type of special equipment or something, or special techniques or whatever. But it's definitely, I would recommend it being a two-person job. I'm about to get this back on the dolly. That dolly wound up falling apart on me, y'all. Like, it didn't break, but it's like it wasn't, the screws weren't tight enough, so I had to just tighten that up. But now I'm about to put it back on dollies, and then ultimately get it rolled back to the car, man. It's almost time to see this bad boy in this engine bay. let me get this on the dolly, and I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do these dollies. I'm probably gonna have to get a jack and then lift it up from right here. So let me figure that out, y'all. So y'all, I'm not gonna lie, this is crazy. I didn't even think that. As y'all seen that last clip, the spark plugs on both sides are horrible, like literally horrible. So I'm gonna buy some spark plugs to replace all the spark plugs. That's exactly why this wasn't like letting me rev the car. None of that. Shout out to my pops for that. And now I'm gonna cover it up. I gotta order some spark plugs because, as some of you guys may know, working on Hellcats with these valve covers to replace spark plugs and the coils is literally terrifying when it's inside the car. It's like so annoying to do when it's in the car. So I gotta order some plugs tomorrow and get these spark plugs replaced, man, because that's I didn't think they were that bad, but they're literally like very horrible. They're fouled out, like they're really foul. So that's the agenda for tomorrow, and then after that, yeah, y'all. After that, then I'll be able to put it in the car and then get it started. And then this time, it shouldn't have trouble starting. So till tomorrow, guys. So this is what's all left over of doing a Hellcat swap from a wrecked car. This is what you can expect if you're gonna do the same thing. Those burn, but of course I gotta put those on here. But I also replaced these. These are the old ones. They didn't work. They literally didn't work. The trunk kept slamming on me. But now, just with that one, as y'all can see, that bad boy is trying to let it go all the way up. So I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow. Very eventful day tomorrow, because tomorrow will be absolutely, I believe, should be the day that we get the engine started, because I gotta go to get spark plugs, and hopefully AutoZone has them in stock. And once I replace them tomorrow, then once I get the car up ready for its first start, it should start with no issue. So that is crazy that I didn't even have to buy the fuel pump that I bought. So I am returning it, and yeah, man, I'm excited. We're getting there. We are getting there, guys. So I'll catch y'all tomorrow.